Recording these matches for this next series of vids that I'll be doing was kind of an interesting experience, in the sense that every single battle I had was either a 5 or 6-0 sweep for me, or it was a very close and interesting match, so like literally every single one was either one or the other. So this is, as you can probably tell by the rather modest video time for me, that this is one of the sweepier matches. I don't like uploading sweepy matches because I feel like it's kind of not a showcase of skill, it's kind of like just an ego pusher, so this is going to be the only one of the whole series that I upload, so be ready to look forward to a fair amount of losses, because these were pretty much how all my wins went. So this is against a guy named Nocturnal from the TPX set, and let's just get right in. I've got a Metagross lead, and he's got an Aerodactyl, so I'm expecting taunt or rocks, and he opts for rocks, and I'm just going to go for a mash, bring him down to the sash that he probably has. And I'm already thinking about my next moves. He's probably going to go for Earthquake, so going into Togekiss would be pretty nice, because he can't really hurt me. Like, I guess Stone Edge, but I can just roost off the damage. I don't think that'll kill me. But it turns out he doesn't even have a Sash, so I guess he has leftovers, I don't know. And then I get a Mash Race, so because of my high defenses, high HP, and now my high attack, I am not going anywhere. And in comes the Ttar, and actually faster than it, so I'm thinking, what the hell kind of Ttar is this if it has no speed? Because this Metagross has 0 speed, it might have 4, I think. So, this Ttar has literally none. I hit it with a +1 stab, super effective Meteor Mash, completely wreck it. I thought that I would do less, because Ttar is very bulky, but he reveals Curse, so that explains why he has low defense. He's probably got high HP and high special defense, so I guess he has rest on the set or something, so he decides to save it for later. Maybe if I have a, like, I don't know, a Scarf Psychic guy, and I get stuck on a bad move. I knew that Earthquake would KO the Ttar, so I just went for Earthquake, hoping to catch whatever came in, because I've already killed one of his flyers, so maybe he doesn't have another one, and actually nail this Empoleon for massive damage and one-hit KO it, so that tells me that was probably an offensive Empoleon, because I would expect a defensive set to be able to live that. Because this Metagross literally has 0 attack, and here it is sweeping everything, so what a frickin' truck. I'm going to go for a Meteor Mash on this Torterra. I'm not expecting it to do a lot. I'm kind of expecting him to hit me with an Earthquake, but this Metagross has already done more than its job, so I'm perfectly content with eating a crit Earthquake at that point. It turns out he just went for Roar, which is, you know, kind of okay, because I did get another Mash Raise, so that would have been sweet if he didn't roar and I survived his attack and then killed him next turn, but, you know, can't have everything now, can we? Empoleon's in there against Torterra. I'm expecting to be faster, and I'm expecting him to be afraid of Ice Beam, so I'm going to switch right out into Togekiss, and he actually does, which is sweet. So he switches out into Sizer, and I'm expecting him to be afraid of Flamethrower, so I'm just going to roost up and see what he switches into, but no, he just goes for Bullet Punch, so I actually don't have Flamethrower, so he's calling my bluff, which is, you know, good for him. I get my roost up, and now I'm just going to start boosting up, because this is actually a baton passing Togekiss. It's meant to baton pass like +2, +4 or something into +2 or +4 into either Empoleon or Heatran. So these bullet punches aren't scaring me anything, and this guy's kind of meant to set up on Sizers, so even though it does potentially scare it out, but he's just staying in here like a dummy, so I'm free to boost up. And now I notice that he's got Life Orb, so he's probably got Swords Dance, and he's probably going to start boosting up with me, noticing that I am, so I'm going to get out of there while I can before, you know, he gets like a crit +2 bullet punch and kills me, and that would not be good. So I go right into Heatran, because I know that he absolutely cannot touch me. He could potentially be faster than Empoleon, so didn't want to go to that. And now he's got a switch, so I'm just going to go right for sub, just so that I don't, you know, hit a Heatran coming in, because that would be really unfortunate if I go for Fire Blast, he brings in Heatran, and then I have to switch, because it'll be a speed tie. So I just avoid that situation entirely, go for sub, and in comes Gliscor, so I lose a little bit of HP on the sub, but no big deal. I'm just going to go for Fire Blast, and actually surprised that it hits, because, you know, this thing's got Sand Veil, so I'm hitting like a 65% accurate move right there, so that's pretty sweet. I think it's 65%. I don't know. I think it's 85 originally, and then, you know, Sand Veil lowers it by 20. So, you know, I'm actually very fortunate that hits. So I'm actually getting a lot of hacks. I got 2 Mash Raises. And now it's looking like he can't really do a lot to me. Like, Torterra, like, if it was Scarf, then I'd be afraid, but who runs a Scarf Torterra? And he's already revealed Leftovers and Roar to me, so I'm not exactly afraid of it being Scarfed. Ttar can't exactly take a hit because, you know, it's on very low red. Like, maybe it could have taken one earlier, but I am +2 as well, so I'm not sure how a +2... Well, it does have a lot of special bulk being a curse set, so... Or probably has a lot of special bulk being a curse set, so I'm easily able to take that out with an Earth Power. I'm not going to risk Fire Blast missing at this point because that would be dumb. And I think all he's got left is Sizer, so I made quick work of this guy. You know, I got very lucky with those 2 mash raises and very lucky that my Fire Blast hit, because otherwise I would have been in a bit of a pickle. Like, I don't know what I exactly could have done to that Gliscor, but at the same time, it can't exactly hurt Togekiss unless it has Ice Fang, and if it has 2 attacks, then I'm not really too afraid of it. Like, Celebi can totally counter it as well, having Psychic, and I also had a Scarf Gyarados to clean up any garbage, so that was a good game, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of these sweepy games. I'm not sure if some of you are, but, you know, I'm just more of a fan of the closer games where it's like 1 or 2 turns make all the difference in the end, and like it comes down to like a breathtaking finish, which that'll be my next one, because, you know, I got these ones out of the way, so now, or this one out of the way, and then I've told you with the other ones, I'm not going to upload them, and I'm looking forward to those because they're actually very good battles, but also be prepared to see quite a few losses coming up because, you know, all my wins pretty much were these sweepy ones. I'm not really going to upload those, so thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.